Yeah, so this is like a music broadcast, right? So we have Tyler over here. What up, Tyler?
What up? Thanks for having me. What's good?
What's good, dude? So you're about to spin us something, bro.
Get it.
It's time for the percolator. 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 It's time for the 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 percolator. 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 the you play it, work, you play it, you play it, work. It's time for the you play it, work, you play it, 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 you play it, work, you play it.
When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push, 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 push. When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push, 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 push. When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push, 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 push. When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push, 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 push. When I push, I feel good. I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. I feel good. When I push, I feel good. I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. I feel good. When I push, I feel good. I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. I feel good. When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push, 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 push.
So turn up and I don't give a laptop fit, hit the bass to the storm from the east side.
take.
It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her, love her. That girl is. It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her, love her. That
If I were you, I'd take.
For my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shawl cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, yo, we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys ain't canine. All the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. mine in a big black truck. You can get yours in a 6-4. Whatever it is, the party's underway. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm kind of buzzed, it's all because this is how we do it. Cool South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the track, bring the old school back. This is how we do it. 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 This is how we do it.
It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I make them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G pass. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. Watch nigga second back, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing for my children. One shot, they just appearing. I'm in a city with a flag, be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building, crash pulling up in on my truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was seed pass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show niggas the ropes before they hung from a rope. I'm prophetic, they only talk about it, I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many years I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the climb metric. Nigga ran about the love, so that's us the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth full of disease, let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette, the LA yelling. Nigga second back, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Nigga second back, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off.
body out of your eye. Shorty got that body out of your eye. Hit it once, no time. Side up, fuck you, gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Shake them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. That's my high.
And we're back. That was sick, bro.
Yeah, that was a dope set.
There's a lot of vibes in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was vibing for sure. We were vibing.
So our last segment is called "For to the Lord." I'm gonna do a bunch of fucking sound effects.
Yeah, you're like wild shit.
Spider-Man.
It works.
Yeah, just in there. Because we're our own editors, so like we're not charging. Because I heard recently that they charge like per effect. If you want to do like certain things.
Charge per effect?
What's that
bro?
rate?
Yeah, I think
Holy
I don't know, but I remember
shit.
somebody talking about it on a podcast.
Hey, hit us up if you want us to do anything for you, because we'll charge. It won't be on the low, but we'll still fucking hook you up.
Shoot, I'll do an effect right now. Who wants one? Dropbox.
Yeah, you're like, I got you, dog. I got
funny.
you.
All right, so four to the Lord, just 4 stories, and then we'll wrap this up. So like,
Cool.
so the first story, take us through your first event and like your first inquiry, like how'd you get it?
Okay.
And who's your first contact person you met, and
Sure.
where? Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of like an open question, so I got a few points I want to tackle here. But
Yeah.
first point, very first event I played was actually kind of like, in a way, accidental, because I was like playing music in my apartment, and like I live in a complex, and like people next to you and all that, so like you could hear through the walls sometimes.
Is this in New York or is this here?
This is here.
Okay.
So like I didn't start DJing until I moved to SF.
Okay.
actually.
Oh, nice. That's
Okay.
good. That's some good stuff to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been DJing for like 2 years. But when I first started, I was just like practicing like in my like second bedroom. And I guess I was like playing music too loud or whatever. And like my neighbors complained, and they emailed like the building, and then like the building had reached out to me and was like, hey, your neighbor's complaining about loud music. And then I was just like, dang, like how do I respond to this? I was like, fuck it, like, all right, I'm a DJ. I'm sorry, like I do this as like a profession, like knowing damn well like I was just doing it for fun, like
That's business right there.
and
That's how you do it.
he was just like, oh, sick, like you're a DJ. Like he totally he forgot about the complaint.
Gave a fuck about the complaint.
And he was just like, hey, I'm trying to throw like a resident event for the building, like would you be open to DJing? And I was like, sick. And he was like, yeah, we can pay you too. I'm like,
You're like,
awesome.
yes,
So I'm like,
dog.
hell
We're
yeah.
from practicing in the room.
And then I'm like, dang, I just got like a DJ set. And like, I tell my wife, and she's like, how did that happen? And I told her the same story I just told y'all. So the first like DJ set I like had the setup. I had actually a nice Rain 4 controller. So I used that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I was kind of like unaware of like how to prepare for a DJ set. Like I definitely Googled how to, but there's like a few things that I missed, like the sun, for instance. Like it actually turned out to be the hottest day of the year, like on my DJ set, and it was outside. So like I have my equipment, my laptop, my controller and all that, and like I don't know, like the song and like the software in the computer just starts kind of like stalling out, and it's like maybe like 10 minutes like into the set.
Oh, no.
And then someone comes up to me like, it might be the heat. I'm like, oh crap, I didn't even like think about that.
Yeah.
And I'm like touching the decks, I'm like, damn, they are getting like super hot. So I'm like, oh crap. So then we're like looking around the building, or other people looking around the building, like looking for like umbrellas and all that type of stuff. And like the way that the apartment's laid out, like on the outside, there's this like community space, and it's like basically all like concrete. So like it was one of those umbrellas that you have to like stick into the ground like at the beach. And I'm like, that's not working here. So we had to find this like crazy like ladder and put the umbrella like between the ladder so it would hold, but it would like block the entire like DJ booth. And like people were coming and like trying to hold it up and stuff, but like,
They're like,
I don't
where's
know,
this music coming from?
Yeah, they're like, whoa.
I was like
Is it
looking
coming
around
from
like, hey, are y'all still here?
yeah, you're like, wait, are people still actually listening to the music?
But that was kind of like a very like early humbling experience. I was also contemplating just stopping because I felt like terrible that the whole thing happened. But I learned a lot from that, and like I look back on it now and kind of just laugh about it, because like I've been able to do some pretty cool things.
Yeah.
And little situations like that, it's gonna happen like in your career. You just kind of have to like take the punches and like keep pushing forward. So that's like the early lesson that I learned quick.
It's big that you stuck it out though, because a lot of people, I've heard stories of people that are like, oh, I just quit in the middle, and it's like, yeah, but you gotta have the integrity to hold through. Sometimes your shit is just not gonna go that the way you want it to, but
Exactly, yeah.
you gotta just play it through. That's when you learn stories like this come
Yeah.
out of it, and you're like, nah, I can laugh at it later. Yeah.
That's facts. That's
Yeah,
facts.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that. That's a good little piece of lore.
Yeah,
right
that's a
there.
good one.
Yeah.
So then, any honorable mentions? Like Drake shouts his dad and stuff often. So do you have any like your first musical influence? Growing up.
That's tough. I mean, I've always loved music, but like in terms of just like more recently getting into the DJ scene, big shout out to Theron, DJ T. He's the one that like first showed me like how to DJ. Shout out to Rami, who kind of like worked with me at my previous company, and then found out he was DJ. We DJ together, so shout out to him for. He also put me on to Asiento, which is like one of the bars I play at regularly. So shout out to Asiento as well, and just shout out to my wife also for always like supporting me throughout this journey. I know it's tough, but she works with me and goes through like all the craziness, so I appreciate that.
Having a partner and being a DJ is tough.
Yeah. It is, but it's a balance, right? Like you got to balance it out, and you got to also like think about like what's more important in life. Like DJing is fun, but like there's other like stuff like important, like your family, and, like your health,
it's all
and
about
like, stuff like
balance.
that. And then lastly, just shout out to the Neighborhood Watch crew. You all
Neighborhood
know who you
Watch.
are.
Woo, woo, woo.
Our crew's like
Woo, woo, woo.
huge now, so I'm not gonna like attempt to like say every single name now, but y'all know who you are. Big shout out.
Nice.
Um,
Ooh, that's cool. Third lore. Where's Neighborhood Watch from? Like, where did it come from? Where did it start? And like,
Sure.
Take us through the first like Neighborhood Watch event. Actually, yeah, like.
Okay, I mean, kind of like the origin. Like I love like what I said. Like I love before. Like I love watching like YouTube videos. And I kind of wanted to like do one of my own. Like I reached out to a few folks to see like, hey, like would you be interested in like DJing like a set for me? And it was kind of like no like bad intentions at all. Like people were just like, oh yeah, we'll try to get you on a couple months from now. Like we're pretty busy. I'm like, cool. Like I'm not trying to like push too hard, but it got to the point where I was just like, damn, like I kind of just want to like do it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it myself. Like I'm just gonna go to the park, film myself, and like I don't know, kind of see how it goes. Nice. So I got the idea like Neighborhood Watch. Basically, have you heard of like Book Club Radio in New York? Yeah.
Book Club Radio.
So they have like an interesting like concept in Brooklyn where they're like traveling now, but like they have their like back face like turned to the crowd, and like they like film themselves like DJing, and the crowd's just like in the background, kind of just minding their own business and vibing. And I kind of like that concept. I didn't want to like completely like steal the idea. I was more so just of the idea of just like putting like YouTube videos up, and I saw they did a set like at the park, so that kind of like influenced me to do something at Dolores Park here in SF. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go like do it and like just be a neighborhood DJ, like do my thing, and like that kind of how it spurred like the whole Neighborhood Watch radio thing, just because like, oh, it's a neighborhood, like people watching, like I want to put like a cool catchy name on it. So I was like affiliate with music, so I just like put like radio at the end just to like be a cool name. And then so I posted it on YouTube, and Camille reached out to me saying like, you want to collab? And at first I was gonna have it as a thing where I just like film like individual DJs like doing their thing. I didn't like think it would like turn into like a collective and like we're getting booked at like clubs and stuff like that. It kind of just organically happened that way. But the first set, I was going to film Camille individually, and then she was like, hey, let's like turn it into a party. I'm like, cool. And like, maybe we should add more DJs too. So reached out to like a few DJs that I kind of knew a little bit. I did this like open decks at like some party with Sonia. Shout out to Sanrisa. Yeah, Cut to the Fields. That was a great party. It was like a boat party.
Cut to the Fields down here.
It was like a boat party, and they had like a little after party spot like at some bar like in downtown SF. And I reached out to her. I'm like, hey, like I really like what y'all doing. Like I would love the opportunity to perhaps spin like at like one of your events. And she was like, yeah, like come to my party. There's like an open slot later on. It's kind of like an open deck type thing, but like I can definitely let you play. And that's how I formed that connection. So I invited her, Shlok, Pixel Walker. That's where I met him as well.
Shout out Pixel Walker.
And GMZ, Chameleonaire. And yeah, that was, you know, the squad. We had some like other people like show up and just do like some like open deck stuff. But yeah, it was pretty chill, and like, you know, over 100 people came, so we kind of like,
That's fat.
it kind of turned into like this big thing and big idea, and everybody's like, yo, like this is dope, we should like continue doing this. So we kind of like speared ahead. And like the great thing about having like, you know, people in the group, like, you know, who have different connections and stuff, like so and so might know like a connection at this club or this bar. You know, Camille knows like the talent booker at this club, like she met them at some event or something. And like just building like that community together who can all like do different things and like reach to a different maybe demographic, or I don't know, like person that you might have not talked to, like, you know, by yourself. Like it's great. Like we have a really good like team concept here, so I want to keep that going.
Hence the name Neighborhood Watch.
Exactly.
Hence the neighborhood.
But we're worldwide. Trademarked by Chameleonaire.
Global grooves. Global bass. Sick. So the last lore is kind of like, I guess, like a future lore, and it's our final send off. So what's like the next couple like events coming up, big things that you want to shout out that you're doing, and you know.
Sure. So we do have Asiento first Friday in February. That's on February 7th on that Friday. So we'll be doing that. That's a set in stone event. We have some other things in the works that we can't really disclose right now, just because we're still working on it, and I don't want to like spill the beans until it's all like finalized. But we got some pretty exciting stuff coming up.
Nice.
So you know, just stay tuned.
Sick.
Yeah, that's dope.
Mention Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
I'm sorry. Valentine's Day. We have Flowdan coming up. I was thinking too far.
Flowdan.
We got Flowdan coming up. We got so many events these days. It's
I
like
know.
hard to like,
Yeah,
but that's like the biggest one.
It's a good problem
obviously.
to have.
Yeah. So we have Flowdan at 10:15. Valentine's Day. So, you know, bring your girlfriend, like
I'll
your
be there.
side,
It's a
whatever
UK
you
love
have,
affair.
like, you know, your friend, like whoever you want to spend time with on Valentine's Day. Go to the Flowdan event, and we're hosting in the Lynn Lounge, so definitely pull up. It's gonna be a great night.
He's sliding.
Sweet. Thanks, Will. Dude, that was fun. Well, we're gonna send off. Thank you guys for joining the B-Side podcast.
Thanks for having me. Good stuff.
Gang.